Hello, my name is Molly Lowe, and I'm a LinkedIn business coach. Today, we are going to be sharing lots of different things, but the key piece here is all about our stories. Our stories make us who we are, and our stories, if shared with others, empower and inspire everyone around us. The whole intention of this is for you guys to also get a little flavor of who we are as a group of entrepreneurs. We are all women who, all across the world, come together once a month to mastermind, to support, to create a community, to learn, and of course, build strong, lasting relationships that lead into business amongst ourselves, in addition to achieving referrals from one another. And so that is a very high level snippet of who we are as Red women. So our panelists include Ashley, Mai, Fiona, Floor, and Donna. Can you share a challenging moment in your life or your career in business, right? And discuss how that resilience played that crucial role in overcoming it.
Of course. So the first thing that comes to mind is 2020, the beginning of the year. My nail salon had been open 5 or 6 years. We were slammed. It was amazing. My dream was my reality. It was booming. And then COVID happened. And then they closed us for 7 weeks. And then they reopened us, and everything was different. Now we had all these clients who were terrified to leave the house. And we had all of these restrictions from the government. And me being like the mindset, master that I am, I call a meeting between my staff and I'm like, this is what we're facing, and we can have a really hard year and be in this funk about it, or we can get it together and we can find a way to solve all of these problems and get our clients in here and have the best amazing year that we can. And that is what we did. We made all of these changes. We started opening the nail salon at 5:45 in the morning to accommodate people who were afraid to be around others, and we started staying open late and doing all of these things and visualizing like a very successful year. And it became this place where everybody wanted to come get their nails done because they're just at home. Everybody's stuck at home. They couldn't wait to come see us in this clean environment and, talk about what was going on. And long story short, we actually did like 30% better than the year before. We killed it that year. It was an amazing year. So we had to be resilient and we had to get through it. And that's what we did.
Short, sweet, effective, to the point. I love it. Fiona, here's your question. For you, how did you see storytelling as a powerful tool for empowerment, and why is it important to inspire others with that?
Okay. So this has so many different angles that you could come at this with, but I think personally, from listening to everybody here, all the other panelists, when they've been telling their stories, the most important thing to me that strikes me as is that you can see yourself in each of the stories. And that gives you two things. Firstly, it gives you hope, because you can see that somebody else has made it through and shows you that it's possible to achieve it. And that gives you an ally after that, because then you can approach that person and connect with them, and you can realize the same steps. So it just gives you that additional feeling of comfort that it's going to be okay. There are other people out there that can help. You just have to speak to them, and they'll tell you all the detail about all the struggles they faced. And I know that everybody in this group, it has that supportive nature that can just take you from step to step. as I know that so many of you here have done for me. And I've been able to see through all of your stories how I myself can improve.
Such a beautiful articulation of the power of storytelling, because what really stuck out to me and what you said was we do see ourselves, right? When someone's telling their story, we instantly think, because we're all vain, to be honest, we all think about ourselves in a lot of ways, and we're like, oh, how can I relate to that? Right? And it's that commonality. And of course, because I'm strategy, right? Storytelling is the core, the heart of attraction marketing content. It is to help people to understand, right? Like, oh my gosh, okay, if Fiona can go ahead and use this and her story and her obstacles, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So beautifully said. Next we have Donna. Donna, for you. Share an example of a story, either personal or observed, that had a transformational effect on your life or on the lives of others.
There's so many stories to pick from, but I'm gonna build on what Fiona was talking about. We learn so much from each other. I personally, and I'm going to share something with you, that I walked into an office, one of my peers, and I sat down. I was so frustrated, and I didn't ever complain. But my comment to her was, I don't know why the hell I'm here. And she turned to me and she looked at me straight in the eye and she goes, I know why you're here. I said, well, can you please educate me? She goes, yeah, I prayed for you. I prayed for you to come and fix this problem. And you know what? She just humbled me. It all came together for me. And I was able to take charge of the situation. I fixed the problem. Lots of people were happy doing cartwheels in the, hallway. I mean, it was just crazy. But the thing is that it's not about me. It's about having a servant heart in what you do, no matter if you're a leader or if you're a worker bee, right? It's what you choose to pick up as your profession. How do you, at the end of the day, make a positive difference to other people in their worlds? Because when you do that, you're instantly happy. You're happy. You're elated because you're seeing the lives of others being improved. And so I see, no matter how bad a situation is, there is sunshine. And that's what we're here to do. No matter what our calling is in life, if you can make other people happy, lift their spirits, everything else is a blessing. And it's more than you can ever measure or have a dollar sign added to. And that's what I'm about. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Ooh, yes. So many positive reactions based off what you said. And if I may summarize this in like one statement, what I'm hearing you say, Donna, is empowerment is a choice. So this question here is, how do you believe networking and connecting with like-minded individuals contribute to your own personal and professional development?
Networking with like-minded individuals is key in expanding your business and growing it so much faster, and it is everything. I recently went to the Manifestation Summit in Miami, and I was kind of led to show up 2 hours early, which is crazy, but I was like, I'm going with my gut and I'm going to go. So I'm sitting outside in Miami, drinking coffee, waiting on the doors to open 2 hours early, happy as ever. And this man shows up and he just looks like somebody you want to talk to, like red pants. And he just looked like the happiest guy in the world. And he was like, started asking me questions about what I do. And I told him what I do. And I told him that I was writing a book on overcoming the poverty mindset and all about money blocks and everything. And he was like, well, Ashley, I'm a 12-time best-selling author and I own a publishing company and I love this. And I would love for you to send me your book and I will help you publish it and get it out there. So had I not listened to my instincts and went to that Manifestation Summit, but also showed up 2 hours early because I felt the guidance, I wouldn't have met that man who's ready to publish my book, who's a 12-time best-selling author of self-help books. And it was just like, the universe really puts you where you need to go, but you have to like follow the guidance. So I think it is key.
How is it that you can be any more like awesome than you already are, Ashley? Like, she really brought in your specialty and your expertise of manifestation into networking. What?
Yeah. Oh
Right?
yeah.
Like,
Every aspect. Yeah.
next, we have your question is, can you share a specific instance where breaking down a barrier led to personal or professional growth?
I think for me, it would have had to be learn to let go. In my YESPA program, I have this process. It's called the A quads, and it's asking for help. I mean, acknowledging that you need help, asking for help, accepting help, and then applying the help. And so that's what I have learned. I've learned about letting go. Stop thinking that I got it all. I used to be that lady that I had it all, that mom that I had it all. And then what that did do was it actually hindered my progress. It made me overwhelmed, stressed, exhausted. And so I had to really break down that barrier of, hey, I can't do it all. There are things where I can delegate. It's okay to ask for help and not feel shame. There are people that wants to help, accept it. So I think that was a huge barrier of mine that I had to really break down. And through that, it actually allowed me to flourish. It allowed me to tackle tasks and goals that, helped me reach milestones in my life. And not only that, it helped me lead by example for my kids too, which was so important for me. So yeah, I was still letting go.
Absolutely. Mom to mom, I was just about to break out singing Frozen's Let It Go, right? But I mean, Elsa knew what she was talking about. So there
You
is
sure did.
yes, she did. Next question. What is one message or piece of advice that you want them to take away from today's conversation?
The work that I do is more of an inner work. So if I have one piece of advice to give is to really give yourself the time, the space that is necessary to at least know who you are and what you actually want to do, and stop fighting life so hard because it's the fighting of life that creates all our misery. So really, it's with the space, the time you give yourself, that you're gonna be able to help all of the people that you can, because you can't ever pour from an empty cup.
Yes, yes, yes. Isn't that the truth? Fiona, how about you?
I would say that be true to yourself and honor yourself in every single thought and action that you take. And if you do that every single day, then you will live a happy and fulfilled life.
Look at that. That embodies everything that today is all about, right? Your story is who you are, embodying who you are, your authenticity.